Hello. Hello. Wait. Hold on. Oh, there I am. Yeah. Well, it was only a little bit of a time. Totally professional. Yep. Definitely 100% a professional steamer. Yep. Oh, by the way, you're probably gonna see a lot more of me, like, me, Nitro now, because since Nitro has gone back to work, she doesn't feel like she wants to be on camera all the time, but, so you'll probably be seeing me for most of this, but maybe not forever, not forever, ever. Which is a shame, because then I can't think it's fair. Whatever. I mean, what am I talking about, hey? I guess since it's apparently tradition, Alexa, tell us an interesting fact. Well, there's our fun fact about, beaches and stuff. So, anyways, I know the schedule's next to me, and it said that this Aura Kingdom show was supposed to be on Wednesday, but we switched it to tonight because of technicalities and stuff. So, yeah. Hi! We're doing some Aura Kingdom tonight. Because, why? Well, why not? That's it. I just wanted to do Aura Kingdom. So that's the whole reason behind it. We probably have Gmod tomorrow. Probably all the mods 6 Sunday. And then I will be back for Let's Go Pikachu on Tuesday. Yay! We got no other announcements for now. But yeah, yeah, I guess we just should jump right into the gameplay. Okay, I was about to say, I had game up. I had this ready. Also, low vibes. We must bring in the low vibes. But bring them down just a bit. Because, who doesn't like chilling with, the low vibe music and, all that jazz. So, yeah. We have some quests to give. Nativia, wait. You turn to see a soldier running at full speed to catch up. You stop walking and wait for the soldier to reach you. I'm turning this music down from my end, so I'm sorry. It's a little too loud for me right now. Lord Gus asked to speak with you regarding an urgent matter. Please hurry to the church audience chamber at once. The poor man is completely out of breath. It's a struggle for him to relay his message. Poor guy. I promise, totally promise, that I would never treat any of the despairlings like that. Like you would be out of breath just to relay one message. Definitely not. That's maybe a reason for you to become a despairling. Definitely not. I mean, I don't know what those emoticons were. So don't know at all. Not at all. Not a single one. Gus has sent a soldier to bring you back to Nevea, requiring your assistance with something rather serious in nature. You thank the soldier and assure him that you will set forth at once in the church audience chamber. Very good. I will hurry back and let Lord Gus know to expect you. The soldier gives you a closing salute and takes off, running in the direction in which he arrived. Alright, cool. You're walking around when you suddenly hear someone's footsteps approaching. You seem to be calling your name as well. Nativia, wait! You see a young man coming towards you, riding an ostrich. You immediately recognize Brian, the apprentice of Lisa, the Templar's blacksmith. I finally found you, Nativia. The sprinting Edger suddenly stops short in front of you, causing Brian to nearly fall off. It looks like riding an ostrich is a big challenge for him after all. Lady Anastasia wants to tell me to bring the weapon Mr. Harvey made for you and look for her in Nevaeh. The fact that Anastasia wants to have a look at your weapon as the blue has caught you by surprise. You ask Brian if he knows why. Brandon, well, Lady Anastasia didn't tell me anything. I'm pretty sure Lady Annalisa wants to explain to you in person. You nod and reassure him that you will look for Anastasia as soon as possible. Nah, we're gonna go hang out with Gus a bit, just a little bit. All right, I'll report back to Lady Anessa. It's agonizingly painful riding an ostrich. Hopefully, the return journey will be better. Byron holds the rein of resignation and rides off on his ostrich. As you watch Brian ride go off on his ostrich, the bird begins to sprint before Brian is even seated properly. It looks like Brendan won't be having a smooth jersey anytime soon. Alright, so we're going to close that one because we're not doing that one. Nope, we're going to head straight to the church. That's how it goes. Like, these are good vibes. I'm enjoying these vibes. Are you guys enjoying the vibe? Also, I feel like I'm a little too high. Oh, sorry. It's easier to do this. There we go. That's where I want to be. Nice. Alright. To Lord Gus. Apparently, it's just what people call him. So. I know how the card dueling stuff works. I think I have Gus's card. Yeah, I have Gus's card. Dinguses. Nativia, you are here. I'm sorry to summon you back so soon, Gus says. He senses he's anxious. It has come to my attention that the Grand Bishop has been corresponding privately with some of the other bishops in the distant lands. Oddly, he has yet to inform us the purpose of these communications. I have no doubt, however, that the Grand Bishop will explain everything when he feels the time is right. As for the reason I summoned you back, Nativia, I'm afraid it simply could not wait. Word of two rather alarming developments in the distant regions have reached us. I presume you are already familiar with Mortonville, Gus asks you, his tone is grave. A distress call from the village stated that the sea monsters have emerged close to port, and they are attacking the ships. So afraid for their lives, and the villagers that they have refused to go anywhere near the sea, and as a result, the port has been officially shut down. You grew up in a fishing village. There are no strangers to martyr affairs. This news stuns you. Mortonville is known for far and wide as it being a Bulgarton point, which rivals even Port Scandia. All apprentice merchant seamen, eager for the chance at success, dream of doing their business there one day. You never thought you would see the day where it ceased trade. There's also been reports of unrest at Cotton Hill, a suburb in Cotton. Several ugly disputes between villagers and the Alvians have broke out, and once more war is a distinct possibility. Alex has already mobilized his troop and set forth to Cotton Hill, while Anaya has been at Port Morton doing her best to defend against the sea monsters. From what Gus told you, the situation at Port Morton appears to be the more urgent dire of the two. You are confident that Alex can handle things at Cotton Hill for the time being, and tell Gus that you'll head to Port Morton straight away. A wise decision. Anaya will sure welcome the assistance. I feel much at ease knowing that I may depend on you, Nitavia. I have a bit more information regarding the sea monsters that may prove useful in your mission. We have reason to suspect their emergence at Port Morton is linked to the powerful magic of some sort. Unfortunately, we do not have enough information to come to any conclusion regarding that power. Perhaps you can investigate it further once you arrive, Gus muses. In any case, please speak with me when you are ready to depart to Port Morton. I will assign you a soldier to escort you on your journey. Upon your arrival, make sure you meet with Anaya straight away. Attention, accepting this question will take you to Port Morton. Alright. Accept. How things go. How we do. It's how we do it. Just how we do it. And by the way, we're doing both Port Morton and Cotton Hill tonight. I'll have work in the morning, so the stream can be as long as I want it to be. And plus, these places both don't have dungeons, so it's fine. Soldiers, head to your posts. Supply squad leaders, and please arrange for the items to be transferred to the coast. You catch sight of Anaya as she's giving out instructions to the others. Once finished, she turns to an older man, no doubt one of some authority, and they enter into a discussion. Not wanting to interrupt, you patiently wait off to the side. Lady Anaya, who might this be? The man asked, noticing your presence. Ah, Nitavia, I'm glad to see you. You have arrived. Anaya speaks as if she were expecting you. And you wonder how Gus was able to notify her so promptly. Mayor Rufus, this is the one who I've been telling you about. Anaya introduces you to the man. Excellent. I am eager for the matter involving the sea monsters to be put to rest. I have no doubt that you will help us so swiftly. Rufus' face relaxes slightly. Wow. Cool. Nitavia, when Gus first asked you for your assistance, he should have explained the situation to you. I'll update you on our current status. A horde of monsters have appeared near Mortonville, placing the villagers in great danger. Anaya is interrupted by the frantic shouts of a soldier. Commander Anaya, the monsters! They invaded the Spindle Shores! Unrest spreads among the troops as they hear the soldier's words. They have reappeared? As long as they keep coming back, we'll never know any peace. Anaya frowns with concern. Nitavia, your strength is greater than mine. Please help the soldiers eradicate these monsters. We cannot allow them to enter the town. These creatures are very aggressive and have injured many of our soldiers. Please be careful when fighting them. I have guns. That's all you need to know. When in doubt, I have guns. Oh, and an Eidolon. Actually, like 4 Eidolons. Speaking of Eidolons, let's get... We haven't seen an Ayaya out for a while, so let's throw a Ayaya. She needs to heal anyways. Oh, let's get our pet out here too. Alright, cool. When in doubt, traps. Traps are really great, you know? You never don't ever underestimate the power of them. Alright, cool. Back to Anaya. Run, Anaya, run! Once I heard the monsters were coming, I looked for her everywhere, but now she's nowhere to be found. Mayor, please calm down. I'll help you find her. The mayor seems distraught, and Anaya, who is busy consoling him, just now noticed your presence. Nativia, why are you back so soon? What's the situation at the beach? You tell Anaya that most of the monsters have been eradicated, and that the town should be safe. Thanks to your help, our soldiers were able to accomplish their task much more efficiently. Anaya looks pleased. These monsters seem to appear at random. This isn't the first time they attacked us either. I sent my men to investigate, and hopefully we can find... Commander Anaya, I'm sorry for the interruption, but you must help me find my daughter, Phoebe. Rufus interrupts Anaya in a panic. Rest assured I will, Mr. Mayor. If you can tell me something about the spots your daughter frequents, I'll deploy my troops there at once to search for her. That child loves to wander all over. She's always heading out on her own. I told her just to stay home a little while ago. If anything happens to her, I swear, If she just recently left home, she couldn't have gone far. Even if she left town, I'll deploy my troops to search for her on the outskirts of town. Nativia, please check all the town exits. If you find Phoebe, please bring her back quickly. Alright. C exit. Alright. Not here. The business exit. Where all the business happens. But you bring Phoebe to Rufus. Dad, Phoebe looks at Rufus fearfully. Rufus heaves a huge sigh of relief upon seeing his daughter, but almost immediately begins to scold her. For the tenth time, stop wandering around on your own. It's dangerous enough without these hordes of vicious monsters roaming around. You're such an disobedient child. Dad, I'm sorry. Phoebe apologizes with tears in her eyes. He steps to keep Rufus from scolding his daughter any further, and he turns to you with a somewhat pained smile. I'm sorry you had to see me like this. My daughter has a playful nature, so it makes sense she's always wandering off. I'm sorry to have troubled you. Thank you for all your help. Thank you, big sister. Phoebe thanks you tearfully. Nativia, Anaya has mentioned your name to me. It's greatly assuring that she has found such an incapable person to assist her. Rufus gives a weary smile, but his overall demeanor is of anxiety remains. You've heard that our town has been besieged by sea monsters as of late, and the port at which most of our people make their living is under constant threat. Our residents' very lives are in danger. If the sea monsters weren't enough, we are also under constant attack by the Blades element. It's enough to give me an Urkel. You comfort the troubled mayor and assure him that you and the Templars will do your very best. You do your best to help. I just had to vent my frustrations. Thank you for your concern. Now, what matters now is resolving the present crisis. Rufus smiles in gratitude. I wonder how the situation with the sea monsters is proceeding. I haven't had any update on Anaya's progress, but I don't want to distract her. Could you help me find out what's going on? Rufus looks at Anaya, who's locked in an intense conversation with her troops. You're about to ask Anaya about the progress of her investigation, but she starts speaking before you can ask. Although I was busy, I managed to catch every word of your conversation with the mayor. Anaya hands her reports to a soldier standing next to her. The mayor is far too considerate. He could have asked me himself. That's why we're here. To solve Marcho's problems together. Anaya looks over at Rufus as she speaks. Oh, very well. I'm sorry about that. Rufus smiles sheepishly. It sounds like Morton has even bigger problems than these sea monsters. But I'm sure between Octavia and me, we can resolve all your problems. Anaya looks at you expectantly. The investigation reports confirm that there are nothing unusual presence in the seawater. So our next move is to head upstream to test the river. We need to find the root cause of the monster's appearances. Penny is in charge of researching the sea monsters. She's currently gathering data on the spinal shores, but I don't know if she's discovered anything yet. You think back to your events in Remus Reach. When Penny took the sandworm skin from you and with her bare hands, everyone who saw it was filled with admiration for her fearless approach to research. I'd like to help Penny with her current research. There's an abandoned fishing village to the south of the beach. You should be able to find her there. Anaya gestures to one of the soldiers bringing you something. The soldier shoves a huge sack at your feet. You're unsure what's inside, but it seems to be alive. Anaya looks at the withering bag and frowns. Penny wanted a sea monster specimen for her research, so I asked my soldiers to capture one alive. Please give it to her when you meet her. Alright. More speed. Or evasion. Speed's next level. No, crit's next level. Ah, Nightavia. Nice to see you. Penny greets you nonchalantly. Not the least bit surprised that you are here. You tell her that Anaya has asked you to help with the investigation and hands her the sack containing the live sea monster. Ah, wonderful. It's even alive. I was so worried that I'd never get a live specimen for my research. Penny opens the sack with visible excitement. You and merely find her lack of concern concerning. That's enough of that. Penny defiantly injects the sea monsters with a tranquilizer, and it quickly loses consciousness and stops moving. Wow, she even saved that thing in the blink of an eye, says Merle with a mixture of respect and admiration. I would be that way too. My goal is to be the best researcher I can be. If I'm intimidating by my specimens, how can I ever hope to accomplish anything? I've even been observing the wildlife here for some time now. The rainbow crabs you see here on the beach are native species here. I believe we are able to obtain some clues from them. Penny points to the nearby rainbow crabs, which seem to be highly agitated. These rainbow crabs are normally docile, but lately something has made them more extremely aggressive. Something must have happened to them. We still aren't sure of the cause, but if this continues, the safety of the villagers will be compromised. The soldiers are already exhausted from the battling the sea monsters. Nightavia, could you eliminate the rainbow crabs so they are no longer pose a threat? Alright, cool. Let's go, Ayaya. Also, probably next time you see Nightavia, she'll probably have level 75 gold tier weapons. Depending on what level we get her to tonight. Because getting those weapons will not be an issue. Especially with someone like me who has way too many golden dragon points and doesn't know what to do with them. Lieutenant, thank you. The number of rainbow crabs on the beach have significantly decreased. Penny is very pleased. Apart from the rainbow crabs, there are other species I would like to research. Penny appears lost in thought. There are gigantic deep-sea fish stranded not far from here. This creature is some large, abnormal-looking growths on its skin. The walruses don't seem to be effective, but this fish is nearly dead. I'm worried something very strange has happened at the sea. If we could perform an autopsy on its stomach, we could see if it ain't anything strange. Since it and the sea monsters both are marine animals, perhaps their behaviors are connected. But I need to stay here and monitor the rainbow crabs. Nitavia, can I trouble you to help us with this? Use the sack to collect the stomach of the mutated deep sea fish. Okay, that's easy. The smell of rotten fish is overpowering, and Merle has to keep his distance from you. You ensure long enough that to hand Penny the sack containing the deep fish's stomach. Thank you. Now I can continue with my research. Penny accepts the sack containing the fish stomach with an unsettling excitement. Penny pulls the stomach from the sack and immediately begins dissecting it. You can't stand to watch the gruesome proceeding and try to slip away quietly when Penny suddenly looks up at you. Oh yes, there was a little girl that came by wanting to look at the rainbow crabs. Penny continues to work as she talks and reaches for a nearby test tube. As if it's not safe to wander around here, I told her to return home, but she snuck up off while I wasn't paying attention. She shouldn't just wandered off like that. Anyways, I'm worried about the little girl's safety. Could you please find her and bring her back home? Penny finishes working as she speaks. This gives you her full attention. Little girls. You discover a little girl within the camp and realize that it must be Penny. You must be the former big sister. Phoebe looks up at you. So you found me again. Phoebe skips towards you, smiling innocently. I play in the forest all the time. In fact, I know this forest better than any of the grown-ups in town. Big sister, you're the first person who has found me so quickly. You notice how bubbly Phoebe is, much more than she was in front of her father, Rufus. You decide not to ask her about it. My dad doesn't want me to wander around, so I do my best to be an obedient daughter, but I'm always seem to fail. Phoebe looks down at her guilty. It's because I just like it here. The animals in this forest are adorable, and playing with them makes me happy. Seeing Phoebe lively, innocent demeanor, you can't bear to reprimand her from sneaking away from home. Instead, you offer a gentle reminder that she should probably be heading home. But I'm hungry. Phoebe pokes down willfully. I can't stand eating any more camp food. Big sister, could you bring me back some wild boar meat? I feel like I could eat a whole pack of them. No matter how you try to coax Phoebe, she simply refuses to leave. Seeing how stubborn she can be, you tell her to wait for the camp for you. Okay. boar meat. It's how it is. How we do it. It's how we go. 5. 7. I think I skipped 6 at some point. And 9. Whoa! Thanks! I'm famished. Let's see! Phoebe starts dancing excitedly after seeing all the wild boar meat you have brought back. You look skeptical at Phoebe and tell her that the raw meat can only be eaten after it's cooked. You ask her how she intends to prepare the meat. I'll ask my big sister in the camp. She'll help me grill the meat. Phoebe looks down at her feet, a little embarrassed. Big sister, you're the best. You managed to find so much meat in such a short time. I wish Big Sister was always around to help. Then I'd never go hungry. Seeing Phoebe so happy makes you happy as well. Though she is still a scrawny little girl, she seems to have a ravenous appetite. Just as you're about to say something, you hear a rustling sound nearby the bush and step in front of Phoebe to shield her. After a moment, you step forward to investigate. Big Sister, wait! Don't! It's probably just some animal. We don't need to bother it. Phoebe grabs your hand frantically. Natavia! A soldier runs towards you. Natavia, Commander Anaya wants to speak with you at once. The soldier appears to be in a hurry, as if something urgent has happened. The noise from the underbush has seemed to have stopped. After confirming that everything is safe, you lower your defenses. You tell the soldier that you'll return to Mortonville, but since you cannot leave Phoebe here alone, you will send her back to town first. Big Sister, I want to stay here and play more. You should go first and find that pretty lady Anaya. Phoebe looks at you innocently. Natavia, if you're concerned about this girl's safety, I can keep an eye on her. Commander Anaya has something urgent to tell you and wants you to return to Mortonville immediately. As you accept the mission, you will teleport to Mortonville. Alright, cool. After taking the company, she assigns Phoebe in charge of the troops. Words can be a pain sometimes. You and I and Penny are engrossing in discussion. From their expression, it appears something important. You hurry towards them. Among the remnants of food inside the mutant's fish's stomach, we have discovered an unknown substance that may have caused a mutation. The deep sea fish died because it was unable to process the substance, but the sea monsters have absorbed it successfully and mutated. As for the transformation of the rainbow crabs, perhaps they ate the meat of the mutated fish, and which made them aggressive. After stating her hypothesis, Penny looks at you and Anaya. Your hypothesis makes sense, says Anaya, nodding in agreement. But there are some things that we need to clear up, and our investigation upriver has met with some obstacles, Anaya says. The werewolf settlement is upriver from here. The Blade settlement and Mortonville have long had our differences. When they found out we came to Mortonville, they were unwilling to cooperate, and this is getting complicated. Natavia, please join the guard squad and help them with their investigation. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to come to a solution. And I consider her word carefully as she speaks. Right, cool. Are you Natavia? Welcome to the guard squad. The captain greets you politely. Natavia, the mayor did told me all about you. Not only do you have a long list of colloids, you are very helpful too. Hopefully with your help, we can actually make some progress. He is writing down on the current situation. Mortonville and the Blade settlement have not always seen eye to eye, which is why we have been standing on guard from here for some time. Our goal is to protect the villagers and monitor the werewolves' actions. The werewolves have been unusually well behaved recently, which have made us very suspicious. Norman trails off penitently. After a pause, he continues talking. Anyways, we're following Commander Zanaya's orders, and we'll send someone to the Blade settlement to investigate. We appreciate your help with this investigation. You nod as you are about to head out when Norman stops you. Oh yes, there's one more thing. The owls that live in the Blade settlement have recently been flying nearby the villages and are attacking people for no reason. Sure enough, a nearby soldier has his hands full fighting a flock of owls. A wild owls typically keep to themselves. Most of them never launch an uproar or attack. The whole situation is very strange. On your journey to the Blade settlement, please deal with any owls you come across. Thanks for your help. Alright, we're already at 5 owls. I'm completely okay, cactusing. You encounter a guard hiding by the side of the road, staring intently into the entrance of the Blade settlement. You sneak up on him and touch on the soldier. Whoa! Who's there? The guard jumps and prepares for a fight. You introduce yourself to Watkins and tell him that you're here to help with the investigation. So you're Knight Tavia, eh? I heard you're very powerful. With your help, there may be a hope for Felian. Watkins seems excited to meet you. I came here with Felian to investigate. The werewolves of the Blade settlement have seemed to be planning something. We have spotted a strange smoke coming from their camp. I had a sense that something was amiss and wanted to report back immediately, but Felian insisted on infiltrating the tribe and learn more. We got into a big argument. He ended up going in alone. There are many Blade trainers and battle wolves patrolling the settlements. I'm worried for Felian might be in danger, but what can I do? I can't even protect myself, let alone save him. But you, I'm sure you're all able to rescue Felian. Walken looks at you hopefully. You nod your head in agreement and advise him to return to the guard captain and report his findings. Excellent. Please try to take care of those battle wolves too. I'll request a reinforcement from the captain. We'll storm the settlement and rescue you. As for Felian, I'm counting on you. Alright, 2, immediately. And boom. Easy. Are you crazy? Someone will see you out here. Hide in the bushes, quick! Fallon whispers loudly as to get your attention. You quickly hide yourself in the bushes with Fallon to avoid the werewolf patrol. I can't believe someone made it this far. I saw you defeat those Blade trainers. Who are you, really? Fallon scans the area nervously as he talks. You introduce yourself to Fallon and tell him that you're here at Watkins' request. Ah, that guy. I told him to leave me here and go back on his own. But thanks to him staying put, it looks like I've gained a powerful ally. Oh, someone attacking me? Oh, we can't be having that. Not in this house, baby. Everyone's heard stories from Octavia's power. It's great to have your help. Now, take a look. The felon part still leaves and points at something else. You look in the direction indicated by a felon and see a large cauldron filled with a strange-looking goo. It has a very pungent smell, which gives off a lot of smoke. The werewolves are performing some sort of refining operation. As a result, the owls that have lived in delayed settlement are flying away frantically in an attempt to escape the strange fumes. Think you can get any closer and hear what they're plotting? We're a bit too far away to hear anything. I'll stay behind and keep an eye on things. Thanks very much for that help. You're a big help. The biggest. Definitely. I'm tired. I don't know. Maybe we won't do Captain Hill. We kind of have the thing of always just doing one area per week. So we might keep that up. We'll see how we're feeling after Port Morton. See if we go aid Alex tonight or if we go aid him in 2 weeks' time. Because, like I said, Tuesday we're going to be dealing with okay. You make your way back to Fallon and fill him on what you have seen. Hold on. Hold on real quick, man. Okay. Chris Beastis, so they're responsible for all of this. Not only did they pollute the marine ecosystem, they're also putting Mortonville in danger. What the werewolves have done is truly unforgivable. Fallon is clearly enraged. You remind Fallon to keep his voice down, unless you both be discovered. You're right. I got so angry there. I forgot where we were. Fallon takes a deep breath and calms himself down. You calm Fallon's anger and ask him what he plans to do next. He thinks for a moment, then hands you his canteen. Take this and collect the sample of whatever is in that cauldron. We need to bring it back to town and analyze its contents. Also, Fallon peers through the gaps through the bushes of a distant spot and looks at you tentatively. I believe that with Octavia's support, we have a good chance of taking down their chief. Fallon clenches to a fist of determination. His suggestion sounds a bit rushed, but truly to solve the problem, you may have no choice but to capture the enemy's chieftain. After giving it some serious consideration, you agree to Fallon's suggestion. Great. While you're on your way to collect that stuff from the cauldron, please take care of any elite guards you encounter. If we want to get to their leader, we'll have to take out their guards first. That seems easy enough, you know? Alright, now to collect from... You return to Fallon's hiding place and tell him that you have completed the mission and handing him the canteen. Fantastic work, Nightavia. I knew I could count on you, Valen whispers quietly, but you can sense his excitement nonetheless. Oh, sorry, someone's attacking me? And now on to the final step of our plan. We're so close. Valen can barely contain his excitement. Nightavia, the leader of the Blade Settlement, is straight ahead. Once he's defeated, we can finally put an end to all of this. I'm counting on you. Alright, nailed it. Blast it, damn it. Alright, cool. That was, thanks for getting us back out of that fight. Cuddy has been taken into custody by our soldiers. I'll interrogate him personally and learn the truth about what happened. The substance you brought back has been given to Penny. While she performs her analysis, we have other matters to attend to, and just to see you to come closer. Apparently, there are rumors that the werewolf cub has been kidnapped by the humans. I find this very troubling. Anaya lowers her voice as she speaks. Cuddy was enraged by these rumors and chose a drastic course of action to take revenge on Mortonville. Doesn't it seem strange that the mayor hasn't even mentioned this? You ponder what Anaya has said and tell her you agree, which increases her confidence. Perhaps the mayor is hiding something from us. I'll interrogate Cuddy further to see what I can get from him. While I'm doing that, ask around to see if the villagers know anything about the werewolf cub being kidnapped. Werewolf cub? I can't say I've ever seen one. And if I did, I'd send it back to the Blade Settlement immediately. I never let one of those things set paw inside our town. Yes, Caswell, whether if something has happened to make him so angry. Well, when my younger brother was serving as a guard, the werewolves would attack them all the time. Last time that he was gravely injured and almost died. That's why I hate those fur-covered friends. Generations ago, we were indifferent to each other's presence, but as that was all in the past. Mortonville never did anything to provoke them. Why are they doing this to us? You ask the old woman nearby if she knows anything about the werewolf cubs. Werewolf cubs, eh? The old woman ponders your question. Just when you think she might have forgotten the question, she looks up at you. I'm sorry, my child, but I have not seen a werewolf cub in many years. The old woman seems lost in thought. A long time ago, our children were placed side by side with the werewolf cubs. Such a thing would be impossible now. Could Mortonville and the Blade Settlement once have a positive relationship? You asked the old woman about the history of the two groups. Ah, yes, it was many years ago. The leaders of the Mortonville and the Blade Settlement were once good friends, even formed an alliance against the demons. However, some of the villagers began to mistrust the Blade Settlement and threatened to dispose the mayor if he didn't drive the werewolves away. The Blade Settlement leaders saw this as a violation of their agreement, and the pact was incredibly broken. This has already come to pass when I was a young girl. I probably said too much. Just think of it as an old wife's tale, and don't give it too much thought. Yes, the young boy near you, if you have ever seen the older people talk about werewolf cubs. Werewolf cubs? I have no idea. The boy thinks for a moment before answering. Oh yeah, big sister! away from the werewolves! My dad said they're evil creatures, and I should run away really fast if I ever see one. Also, we shouldn't leave our town unless we have to. Not long ago, on a cold, dark night, someone said they heard howling coming from the forest, as if werewolves were searching for something. I hope werewolves don't eat little kids. I don't want to be eaten. I hope Mom and Dad come back soon. Boo-hoo! Barrymore starts to cry. You comfort him, and once again he's feeling better. You move on. You report back to Anaya and tell her that the villagers don't seem to know anything about it. Is that so? Anaya looks perplexed. Each side tells a different story. Either the blade leader is lying or the villagers are hiding something. Anaya stands closer to you and keeps her voice low. The mayor seems to see you talking and eyes you suspiciously. How about this? I'll carry on with my investigation as normal, and you keep an eye on the mayor, whispers Anaya. Nitavia, perfect, you're both here. We can analyze the substance, and the results are unexpected. Penny speaks excitedly as she runs over. Based on our analysis, the substance Octavia brought back is actually a form of poison. However, the ingredients are fairly standard, meaning it shouldn't have caused the mutation of the marine animals. After further analysis on the potion, though, we discovered traces of a magical curse. I believe it was this magic, not the subtle substance itself, but it was causing the effects we saw in the ecosystem. Although we can't identify what type of magical curse this is, based on the strength of the magic used, we'll need someone to cast a purification spell in order to sort out the pollution issue. A purification spell? We don't have a mage in our ranks, and requesting the magic division's assistance would take too long. If you're looking for a mage, I know where to find one, exclaims the mayor suddenly. I overheard what you were saying just now, and I happen to know someone proficient in the magical arts, who's staying just outside of town. The mage resides in the Vernon Woods, but he seldom has any dealing with our town, and so I'm not sure whether he'll be able to help. Very well, Nitavia. We'll follow the mayor's suggestion and seek out the mage in Vernon Woods, and it doesn't look like we have any other choice. Here, take this with you. Give it to the mage. Perhaps it will help. Penny hands you a sack containing the poison, which you take from her carefully. You notice the dwarf watching you from afar. He doesn't seem all surprised to see you, so you walk right up to him. Greetings, my name is Alan. Nice to meet you. Alan greets you politely. You introduce yourself to Alan and ask why he didn't seem all surprised by your visit. Teacher possesses the power of prophecy, so he could see you coming. I'm already preparing the materials for the purification spell, Ellen says furtively. Despite your surprise, you want to inquire about the next step of the plan. You look around, but the mage is nowhere to be seen, so you inquire as to his whereabouts. He started preparing the materials for the spell, but he left so suddenly, leaving only this behind. Alan takes out an amulet. This amulet contains an ancient enchant, which only can be activated by the power of Gaia within you. It can protect against from external forces. Teacher has instructed us to especially use this amulet. You must use it to set up a defensive barrier around the hut. Go quickly, only you can do it. Because he must know that I am the fucking envoy of Gaia. That's just how it is. It's always how it is, just You're the Envoy of Gaia. You must do this. Only you can do it, because you're the Envoya. Blast! I'm still missing a few pages. Alan is frantically searching the table and doesn't notice your presence. You inform Alan that the defense barrier has been raised. And you're done with the amulet? Wonderful. However, I'm still missing something important. This is not good. Not good at all. Teacher asked me to prepare the materials for him so he could deal with the sea monsters when he got back. But Alan is so nervous he can barely understand what he's saying. Sensing how desperate Alan is, you console him, asking him to speak solely. Well, I went to prepare the materials for the spell, but the list of materials appeared to have some been stolen by the bigger primates. Alan severes Audrey. This item is only written. The items are only written on that list. We need to gather the materials for the spell. Not only is the mage elsewhere, but his list of materials have been stolen. At this rate, it'll take ages before this crisis with the sea monsters is resolved. You tell Alan that you'll retrieve the list of materials, but finding the mage is just as important. Until the sea monsters crisis is resolved, the villager's safety is in jeopardy. I understand how you feel. Please help me retrieve the list of materials. Teach those primates a lesson they'll never forget. Hi-cha! Hiya! Wow, we got a lot of Tavia, how did it go? Alan shouts excitedly from afar. You hand the list of materials to Alan, but it's been crumpled by the bigger primates, and some worlds are illegible. Alan looks at the illegible list of materials and remains silent for a long time before speaking. I think I can still make out the words. Well, lizard split, coral power, rhino horn. Unfortunately, there's still a few things missing, so I'll need to trouble you again. Alan brow for Earls as he centers the list. It sounds like a few more ingredients are needed for the purification spell, so you know they're had an agreement. Alright, I'll stay here and prepare the other materials while you collect horns and hooves from the heart of Rhino. It'll be the fastest way to get all the materials ready. I just guess that's just how things are. One horn. Alright. 3. And 4. You returned the horns and hooves, but found the mage's long table covered with such assortment of materials that you can barely see Alan behind it. Ah, you're back. Give them to me quickly. Alan grabs the horns and hooves from you and continues to working on the large pile of materials, mixing them together rapidly. Natavia! Alan holds a smoldering test tube with a panicked look on his face. You ask whether something went wrong while he was preparing the materials. No, but I just checked my watch and just realized how long teacher has been away. He's still out there, I'm starting to worry. You peer off to the forest and begin to worry about the mage as well. The teacher is very powerful mage, but he does not seem to be his usual self today. And the animals around have grown more vicious, which worry me. Could you please go see if everything's alright? You recall the savage beast you recently encountered and start to worry about the mage. You promise Alan that you'll do your best to find him. You approach the old man. Thank you for coming, brave young lady. The old man speaks as if he knew you were coming, greeting you politely. Oh wait, he's an old man? You know what that means. We have an old man voice. You introduce yourself to Celeste, and he looks at you like an old friend. You're getting the feeling he knows you better than you know yourself. Natavia, courageous young lady of destiny. I am Sierra the Mage. Strange to finally meet you. Sorry it had to be under less than the ideal circumstances. As Seal speaks, you look at him more closely and realize he is injured. I sense a dramatic aura, and I fell to this place. But in my haste, I was attacked by the spiderlings. Their poison paralyzed my legs. I lost the trail of the demon. Now I am stuck here, explains Cecile. You see an alarming number of spiderlings in the area, which could attack Cyril at any time. You tell Sarah that you eradicate the surrounding spiderlings. Ah, you're willing to help. Wonderful. I am counting on you. I'll be fine here. I can take care of myself. He's the mage, after all. Man. I love and hate the old man voice, because I originally just gave it to Director Hottie from the Ace Attorney franchise, but now I give it to every old man. I'm just glad of one thing. We never had to see Director Hottie in Trials and Tribulations. That man. That's all I have to say about him. And boom. Stinger and poison. Nailed it. Nice work. Celeste suddenly moans in agony and grasps at his wound. Hold on. Good. You watch Celeste as he holds his wound in agony and asks about his condition. The spiderling's poison. It's stronger than I would have imagined. It's spreading. Celeste's injured leg has turned to an alarming color, and then you ask him about a potential antidote. I must ask for your help once again. I need the mucus of the white-bellied crocodiles. Crocodile mucus can reverse the effect of the poison. Celeste's breath goes shorter and shorter as he tells you what he needs. You promise Celeste that you'll turn with crocodile mucus and to hurry towards the crocodile habitat. Nailed it. I'm just here to try to take care of the elite monster here. So he just has to work. I don't have to worry about him as we're collecting the mucus. Alright, that's all the mucus we needed. Ah! Onwards! You hurry back with the crocodile mucus and apply it to Asterios' injured leg. You look at Stella anxiously. After a while, the pain look leaves his face. Is that you, Nactavia? Theos appears to be regaining consciousness and it recognizes you. Oh, sorry, I'm being attacked. Oh, still being attacked. Sorry. I'm feeling much better, thank you. Celeste wipes the sweat from his brow though he is still pale, his breathing seems to have returned to normal. Theo smiles. Thank you for your help. I'm going to make it, but we don't have much time left. I must repay the favor. Now, what do you have for me? He hands Celeste the sack containing the poison. Celeste's expression grows very serious. He opens the sack very carefully and examines the contents for a long time before speaking. This is no ordinary magical curse. It gives off the sense of great evil. In order to break the curse, we must perform a very powerful purification spell. Thus hands you a magical orb. This is a cleansing orb. It can absorb all kinds of energy. I would like you to visit the depths of the ruins to collect the evil aura. But first, I must verify something. You must be very careful when entering the depths of the ruin, where it is the habitat of the speckled crocodile. They have become savage under the influence of the evil aura. You will need to eradicate them as well. Cool. I'll collect it, then I'll eradicate the crocodiles. Fatal attraction. Let's go. We'll have to eradicate that one, but soon. But eventually. See? It was all just about taking care of things. And the last one. Boom. Have you collected the aura? Have you collected the aura? Very good. The Celeste takes the cleansing orb from you solemnly. You watch as the Celeste begins chanting an incarnation and waves the magic beginning to surround the orb. And a blurry image appears within the cleansing orb. But as you approach to see it better, you suddenly feel woozy. You hear a far-off voice in your head. In the past, humans and werewolves aligned with us. How foolish they were. They shall witness the true power of the demons. We have been sent here to conduct the search operation. This is a perfect opportunity to wreak chaos, havoc, and you shall be responsible for helping the werewolves chance this curse. Just wait and see. Natavia, are you okay? Are you okay? Wake up! You feel someone shaking your shoulders. All at once, all the voices in your head disappear. As you come to, you see Celeste standing before you. I'm sorry, I was so engrossed with the cleansing orb that I did not notice that anything was missed. Are you in pain? Celeste looks at you with concern. You shake your head and tell Celeste that you're fine. You describe the giddy feeling that you have just experienced and the conversation between the two disembodied voices. You heard voices? Incredible. This must be related to your power of Gaia. This cleansing orb is not only absorbed the evil aura, it also absorbed the remnants of magic within the marbled ruins. As I was casting my spell, the orb must have produced a vision based on those remnants. Perhaps the power of Gaia and the magic of the ruins harmonized, which is why you heard voices. Where say I can only see the vision? Celeste looks at you with admiration. You describe the conversation to Celeste in which the voices spoke of demons rising and assisting werewolves. You wonder whether or not the sea monsters were related to these demons. That may be true. The images of two demons can indeed be seen within the orb, but they were ordinary demons, only left such a trail due to their lack of power. I'm not sensing any other evil aura here, so perhaps the two demons were already gone. Anyways, the material I had Alan prepare must be mixed anew, or they will not be strong enough to cleanse the pollution. Celeste gave a grim look on his face. Natavia, are you alright? The squad leader plans heavily running towards you. He and several other soldiers have been fighting spiderlings under the bushlings. We asked Alan about as your whereabouts, which led us here to Marble Ruins. This area has even more prevalence than we expected. The rest of the squad is fighting to ensure that we have an escape route. Commander Anaya was very concerned about the status of the purification cell, so she sent me to look for you. And this must be the squad leader gazes from you to Celeste. I am the mage you speak of. I can help you cast your purification spell. But there's something I need first, and I must return home. Understood. We are counting on you. The squad leader salutes Celeste and then turns back to you. Natavia, Commander Anaya says that once we have agreed on the plan of the purification spell, she wants you to find Penny in the abandoned fishing village. I must report to the commander at once, so please be on your way as soon as possible. Alright. Back to Penny. You know Penny wandering the beach, lost in thought. As you approach, she turns around to you, surprised. Natavia, what brings you here? Did everything work out with the purification spell? You explain to me the current situation to Penny and inquire about her progress. It sounds like the purification spell is being dealt with. As for me, I'm allocating an experience regiment I'll be using to conduct an experience on the coast later. Penny waves the bottle holding the resonant as she speaks. This regiment can detect the pollution in the levels in the seawater. Pouring it into the water can cause it to produce smoke. If the water is polluted, then the smoke will be red. And the more severe the pollution is, the more smoke it produces. As for the heavily polluted areas, the potential habitats for more sea monsters it's highly likely that they are living on the seabed in the regions. If you can confirm the locations of the sea monsters, it will help narrow down the areas in which we need to cast the spell. I may not know how to cast the purification spell, but I can still help by preparing more of a regiment. You remind Penny about the ferocious crabs on the shoreline and suggest that this might be a dangerous message. She holds up the regiment. Very well, I'm counting on you. Then all you have to do is pour the regnant into the water and determine which areas can produce the most of the smoke. Then we'll prepare the course of action. Penny hands you the regnant. You inform Penny of your results on the regiments, and the most red smoke appears to come from in the middle of the coast. Alright, then it appears as though the sea monsters are lurking somewhere within that area. Penny gazes out at the coastline and nods in information. Now that we have identified the monsters' locations, we only need for the mage to cast a purification spell. Please inform Anaya that we are ready to converse at the coast. Penny says to the soldiers standing beside her. Straight away, madam. I shall report back at once. Upon receiving Penny's instructions, the soldiers set off for Mortonville. As soon as Anaya arrives with her troops, the mayor will take part of the purification ritual. It is time that we made our coast. The quest will take you to the coast. Alright, cool. I'm sorry, but we're getting Ayaya back out. Ayaya? Ayaya! Yeah, blame random madcap warrior for... not madcap, random evil hero. Wow, I'm getting my friends mixed up. That's, like, totes embarrassing. I am deeply sorry for that. Alright. Just defeat waves of monsters. I like how no one goes for the one. Everyone's just like, you know, Nitavia went after this one. Let's go after that one. Guns. I appreciate having guns. Oh my gosh, I am like failing on all parts of my own keyboard. Like, what is this, man? Let's defeat the Krokon. But first, defeat the others. We defeat Kraken last, okay? He's the boss of this potential demon. I thought he was in prison. Wow. That's what caused us all. That's what caused the whole thing. His little baby wolf got fucking stolen. Fantastic. Nitavia. Rufus stares blankly at you. He's still in shock. So it was Phoebe who was secretly rearing the werewolf cub. Rufus utters in disbelief. Then he falls silent. I'm sorry, Nitavia. I'm sorry to all of you. The Templars, the villagers, Phoebe. Rufus looks around at everyone remorsefully. Ever since growing up without a mother, Phoebe has been no stranger to loneliness. Perhaps this explains why she's chosen to rear off the werewolf cub. I only myself to blame for everything that has happened. I let the village down. You lay a consoling hand on the Rufus' shoulder. It has been always clear to everyone how much of himself he is devoted to his daughter. No one can blame him for what happened today. You have my sincere gratitude, Nitavia. I promise to take better care of Phoebe and Mortonville from now on. Once peace and stability has restored to the village, I'll pay a visit to the church and personally thank the Grand Bishop. This couldn't have been done without your help. Thank you again, Nitavia, Rufus says sincerely. You look at Anaya. She does not appear to be angry, only static and confident, as usual. Thank you, Nitavia. I'm glad to see the matter is finally resolved, Anaya says after a moment, noticing you looking at her. No one could have predicted Cuddy would have escaped under watchful eye of the soldiers. The incident nearly ended in tragedy. Fortunately, Phoebe is safe, and the matter of the sea monsters has been successfully resolved. I'm sure Phoebe had no ill intention when she captured the werewolf cub. It's true that the Mortonville and the Blade settlement have not always seen eye to eye, but today's misunderstanding certain safeties to the villagers that cannot be ignored. You recall what happened when you with Celeste in the marble ruin. You discovered that demons had a hand in the incident with the sea monsters. You inform Anaya what had occurred at the marble ruins and revealed that only the demons secretly aided the Blade settlement, resulting in the situation which took place. Demons! In truth, I didn't expect them to come here, and from what you have indicated, their true motives remained unclear. Anaya prepares lost in thought. It seems our work here is done. As for the appearance of the demons, guests must be informed immediately in order for the church to properly assess the severity of the situation. But things in Mortonville and the Blade settlement are turbulent as ever, I'm afraid. I shall drift into a peace treaty for us to sign. Hopefully this will be enough to put a long-standing hospitality against one another to rest. Although this island lies far from the church and is poorly governed, its foremost duty of the Templars to protect the villagers, and so that they may continue to live in peace and prosperity. Anaya draws a slow breath and clenches her fist in silence resolve. I will remain here to oversee the signing of the treaty, as well tie up any loose ends with Mortonville. Nitavia, I'll leave you to report back to Gus. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Okay, I'm feeling better. Also, totally lied. I said I was going to the bathroom, but we're just gonna report back to Gus and just end stream because I'm feeling really tired. And we can do Cotton Hill another time. Maybe as like another bonus stream, like maybe next week or something. Or something. I don't know. It's just I've been dealing with I'm sorry guys. I'm really tired. Work was pretty chill today, but I am still tired. And for that, I'm gonna end stream like, I mean, there was no set time on tonight's stream. It's a bonus stream. So. Also, I want to. There's a lot I gotta do with Danganronpa S, so because I didn't do anything last week, and oh, sorry, So yeah, we're gonna report to Gus and call this one an early stream. But like I said, next time you see Nightavia, you'll probably see. You recount to guess what took place in Port Morton. A demon and a curse and the sea monsters. I see. I will inform the Grim Bishop at once. Gus says, nodding really. He quickly prepares for his next course of action. The church will also be sending reinforcements to support the Templars in Mortonville, and the rest you may leave to me. Nightavia, you have done us a great service once again. I thank you. Alright, cool. We'll take some credit. Thanks. And that's where we're gonna end. So, yeah. Before we head out, it is quite a tradition. And, it's a little something from Kuma Studios, I guess. Alexa, tell us an interesting fact. Those are interesting facts about to know. We'll be back tomorrow for some Gmod, probably. And we'll be also back for probably Sunday for all the mod 6. Let's Go Pikachu on Tuesday and Danganronpa S on next week Thursday. So, I'll just say just keep an eye out on Twitter for the schedule. So, yeah. Actually, we should see if we could rate it. We can and should rate anyone. The answer is unfortunately, no. So, yeah, we're just gonna end it here. So, sorry for being so forced. Bye. We'll see you again tomorrow. Actually, no, seriously, because Nitro Kuma will be seeing you tomorrow because it's Dima. I always there for Dima.